Like a red, dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dried, cried no more. In freedom's embrace, my spirit soared. Here I stand, heart open and pure. No more reason to obscure. No more reason, my heart unveiled. No more shadows, no more veil. I am you in light revealed. No more reason, I am here. Life's dance, once perilous, now a chance. Embracing each step in the advance. Tomorrow's allure, now within sight. No longer wandering in the night. No more reason, heart open and pure. No more reason, no more confined. My path discovered, with peace aligned. All given, now I'm desired to fly. No more reason, truly alive. No more reason, fate embraced. In this moment, life's taste. With every breath, a vivid drive. No more reason, I've arrived. Behind the facade, the truth we bear. With newfound courage, I take the dare to step beyond the past cat. No more reason, free at last. No more fragments, no more frame. My soul's odyssey, clear as day. Inner divinity, now fully known. No more reason, I have grown. My life, once a canvas blank and grand. Dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dried, cried no more. In freedom's embrace, my spirit soared. Here I stand, heart open and pure. Dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dried, cried no more. In freedom's embrace, my spirit soared.
I rise above today, I take my stand, living life to the fullest in this land, breaking paths, making choices of my own. All that was given, now fully grown, in the quest to find me where I fit, the path I need, the life I commit. I found the lines of fate, the lines of time, beyond dimensions, my will sublime. Destiny and fate, through me they weave, letting you see in me what you believe. From shadows grown in darkness I emerged. Through pain and sorrow my spirit surged. I leaped with trust, the guiding light within, finding treasures lost and where I've been. overcoming obstacles, the pain I've seen, past the want to what I truly need. Swinging high, a shadow, not the fear dark. Beyond the evening, I make my mark. In peace I doubt, yet all I find, the dream was here in my own mind. In the quest to find me where I fit, the path I need, the life I commit. I found the lines of fate, the lines of time, beyond dimensions, my will sublime. Destiny and fate, through me they weave, letting you see in me what you believe. Whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy 420 day. That's right. We're at the Unknown Prophet Daily Tarot Readings, the Ethereal Fire Readings. We are rocking a little bit of the 420 cannabis today. So forewarning, before you all enter in here, you see these signs everywhere. So if you don't think I am not using cannabis during this stream, you're absolutely wrong. Ha ha. It is a 420 cannabis using stream, guys. So just be forewarned when you get a reading from me. Right now, I have no filter whatsoever. So be forewarned. You have been warned. I'm not warning you. In fact, I got to change my stream title just a tiny bit here, okay? All right, here we go. Warning, this is a 420 cannabis stream. I'm going to get rid of the old... I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need morning. I need... You know, I love it when the damn keyboard works, guys. So give me a second. I have to remember how to spell warning. W-A-R. Warning. Hey, stop pressing F. Hey, even my computer thinks I'm failing right now. Come on, stop it. I'm not failing life here. I'm succeeding. Get rid of the F key. Keep sticking. Get out of the F gifted. Okay, now we have relieved the F key of it sticking. Now we have no more effing key being sticky. That was kind of hilarious. I wonder if I can actually fit the on. No. No. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it. Let me see here. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. If I can't, I can't. Copy. Alright. Yes, son. I know I hear you. I obey you. But I have things to do. People to talk to. Things to control. Life works, you know, in mysterious ways. Okay, you want out? You got out. Shit. Shoe kitty. Yeah. Yeah, cat. Push. Go. Here, take your string. Take your string and go. Go on, Lucifer. Move it or lose it. Yeah. Move it. Go. Go. Lucifer. Go. Shoot. Go already. What is it? If I keep this door open, Mom's gonna kill me. Sometimes, okay, I'm gonna have to try to be quieter today, guys. The cat has spoken. I need the door open for now. I'll close it in a second. I just gotta wait for him to go out of the damn door, and then I'll close it behind him. When it's his choice to leave, you know, he'll go out eventually. And then I'll just close it behind his ass. Because he's got toys in the hallway. And see, he just did it. There, now he's out of the room. I love my cat, but sometimes during stream he does not always cooperate with me. You know, Lucifer is his actual name. We named him after the Netflix series. Me and my wife, when we first were dating, we started watching it. We used to have a cat called Arianrod, which is a moon goddess, okay? And we can hear me, right? Okay, good. I want to make sure I was seeing my audio mic working and stuff like that. Things were bouncing around. I see you all out there somewhere. Hopefully, I see me bouncing around on the monitor. My damn song list is ready. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Readings are ready to rock and roll and open. You know, and the important part of the journey that we are on is that moments like today where we just celebrate life, where we take what is being given to us and we turn it into something more than we ever thought we could be. I was talking to a very beautiful young man not too long ago today, and he finally gets it, that realization is that we have to allow ourselves to believe that 10% we all think we need in our lives, that thing that we think is missing, it's that 10% of belief. And that 10% of the belief in anything that we want to do. That's what makes our destinies become our own. That's what makes our fates open up. That's when purpose is found. That's when everything you want is found. Because then you write that destiny into time. Because you are about to create the very life you see in your head. Whether you believe in it magically or unmagically, it is how your brain is going to work. If you believe in your whole heart, you will find fulfillment in that. Watch you go. Now, it may take you a while to get there. I'm not going to say it's not going to take a while, but if you allow it to, it will change and grow you in ways that belief in that dream and self, that you can grow within it. And I have lived this life. I was an 8-year-old boy who ran away from home for about 3 hours because he was angry that the abuse he had been enduring for almost a year and a half wasn't the actual thing he thought it was. He went and did what, hey, hopefully a sane person would do by taking it out on things that were inanimate at the time. And at that moment, I needed to burst that energy out, so I didn't take it out on anybody else. I put my anger in more constructive places. The corn would be okay. Honestly, I took about maybe 4 or 5 stalks, maybe 6 stalks out during that whole little run. In my head, I'm taking down whole rows, but I don't know if I'm really honest about it. I think I maybe took maybe 10 at most. Stocks went down on me, and then I was just running through the center of it anyway. And if I was knocking it down, it wasn't done on a purpose thingy, but I know I purposely knocked down about 10 of those bad boys. On my way up to that damn willow tree, and then I conk my head on the dumb willow tree. I fall asleep and I have the dream under a full moon night, the most beautiful spring night I have ever seen in my life in Corcoran, Minnesota, on top of that hill before they turned it all into that forest and other crap. There's the dumb, well, it's not so dumb for them now, but the golf course they turned it into. I understand why they did it, but I grew up in that forest and it was very sad to see it go because I grew up in it, But I know progress has to happen and things don't always stay the same, so I'm sad about it, but I can't do much about it now. It's already on, so. But you know what? It's not that point. It's that under that tree, I got a dream that told me if I were to follow certain things in my life, if I could believe that love was out there waiting for me, real, true, romantic love was waiting for me, actual purpose and meaning of life was out there, faith and hope and reason, the ability to help people and to learn from that and give that to others as well. To believe in a dream so hard that you actually believe that you have time traveled from the future to give you this information to your past self. Now, if I'm crazy, that's okay. I can admit that maybe time travel's a little far for some of you to believe in. But I believe I have the ability to time travel and travel the multiverse too. The reason I choose to stay here is I'm the one who holds the balance. I am both sides of the coin. We are all both sides of the coin here. There is an exact middle of the balance of light and dark, whatever you want to call it, good, evil, bad, good, good energy, bad energy. It's all the same thing. It's just how we differentiate between how one energy goes from one change to another. And that charge and that energy, if anyone knows anything about electricity, electricians will probably agree with us. The AC/DC effect is most powerful because it alternates those currents. The thing that is you can get that current to alternate faster, you generate more energy. But you've got to understand, you've got a source of fuel in there that will burn away eventually. That's why batteries don't last forever, and even solar panels have to replace once in a while. We're not 100% techno that, but if you look at half of the stuff coming out right now, we're getting there. We're getting to that, at least in my mind, that 80s Marty McFly future that I always hoped I would see one day. We're getting close. We're not quite there yet, but I've seen some shit in the recent couple of days that really got me going, You know what I'm saying? And it's all about, perspective and how you get and look at a life that you've lived up to this point. And the reason I do 420 days is because that perspective changes. Every time we do these kind of readings, no matter whether you believe it in it or not, I believe I'm 1,000 times more powerful here now. Because the filter of humanity is not here anymore. There is no Joshua Adam Bleasy. I know that is my name. Yes, I am Joshua Adam Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I forgot to introduce myself to you guys. Welcome on in. Happy Tuesday to you. It is 420 day today. It is a cannabis reading stream today. So just beware that that has been in the panel as well. I use a custom-made homemade deck called the 5-Pass Tarot. God damn it, if I can't get this damn camera to work, be where I want it to be today, I swear to God, I'm going to throw it in the trash. No, you can't come in, kitty cat. If you're a wifey, you come on in. You know how to get in here. My cat, unfortunately, knows how to get in the door if it really wants to. It knows how to make a... It knows how to spring up off of the board across the road and then actually knock the door completely open if it wants to. But right now, it's got plenty of hallway and a mama it can go sleep with and food and water and all of it needs. So it don't need to be in here right now. I love my kitty, but we've got some readings to get done too. So the reason I do 420 days is to give us some time to talk and reflect on not taking life so seriously sometimes, you know. Sometimes these can be just for fun. You know, hey, come in, have a good time. You learn something, you learn something. I scare the fuck out of you and want to run away forever. Okay, if you want to come back for more torture, well, come on back for more torture. But I'm going to still be blunt as hell. I'm still going to light your world more on fire and more on blaze. I'm walking through more doors every single day, getting to a higher and higher and higher level. I was told by the gods today that the first time that they have ever looked at me in the eyes as an equal, and that is an important step in my own personal growth and journey. That in my God's eyes, I am their equal. That I have no differentiation between a God and that. Now, I'm not calling myself a God here, okay? I'm not saying I can snap my fingers and make the world a better place or dumb shit like that, okay? I'm not saying I have the power and ability to do a lot of different things. But in certain respects, I have a lot of more power than a lot of humans have here. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. Maybe I haven't. This is all made up in my head, and I'm just babbling, and you're all going, this crazy old dude is just going, what kind of a crazy dude is I'm going to listen to today? There's probably some guy out there who's way more intelligent going, look at how simply dumb this guy does this, and he tries to fool everyone, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to fool no one. I'm really trying to do this to help people. You know, I really believe that the people who are drawn to my stream genuinely need my kind of help. Whatever that means for them, you know, whether it's harsh love or tough love or whether you want to call it bluntness or whether you want to call it just plain old screaming at you sometimes. Well, yeah, that's going to happen here because I'm not going to hold back something that I feel my guides and everything that I believe in, you know, since that dream has led me to be the happiest person I've ever been in my entire life. I can say that for a fact. That right now I am happier than I have ever been in my entire life, this moment. And it took me work to get here as a human, to believe in my faith and my power. That's why the star is back up on there, guys, because I am a witch. You know, I don't wear this shirt for nothing. I have a star here. I wear a star necklace because I am a witch and a priest. You know, I believe in my power and gifts, but I don't try to use them or force them on anybody. No one gets spelled on here, okay? I will help you, yeah. I will help you cut lines. I will help you do all of this work, but then you're going to be doing some of this stuff you may not be ready for, and when you come crying back to me, why did you make me go through no, don't blame me. You said you wanted this, you know, and then they'll go, oh, fuck. Is that kind of a moment for some people. But then again, maybe I think I'm just that good, and I'm just dumber than heck, and I'm just trying to fool myself here, and you all can listen to me babble all day long. Maybe I give you some damn good advice. Maybe I don't. I've got tobacco here in the blue. We call this Dream here. This is Dream. He's Blue Sphere Dream. We just call him Dream. And he's the one I usually smoke my green out of, but because I don't have any tooth right now, he's going to be the one we smoke tobacco out of. The Brass Monkey, however, is full of our normal 420 things. If you guys want to encourage me to take more hits, or if you guys want to encourage me to turn up the party a little bit, okay, let me know, because we'll hit a couple more hits there. I will be doing cannabis during this stream, guys, so fair warning there again. And then just to know that we're going to have some fun, welcoming you all in. Whenever you're ready to come on filing in here and piling in that, I'll be right there waiting for you. I'm going to turn some music up for a while then, and you can listen to some of my music for a while. This is called Me and I, So With We. It's my very hopeful attempt at a very soulful blues song. So sit back, relax, and take a listen. Give me a moment. I want to get you all the way back to the very beginning so you hear it all the way began, okay? So here we go. Turning the volume up. All right. So we're going to get this a little bit, not too high, not too low, just a little bit, a little bit lower. We got to get me all the way up if I'm going to do this then. All right. We got me all the way up now. And I got that. Yeah, that sounds good. I think that's good. All right, we'll go with this for now, guys. But we're here ready to help all those who wish to be helped here. If you're on any other stream like YouTube or Facebook, I am having some trouble with my restreaming stuff right now because of billing issues. So if you have viewing this somewhere else, you got to come to twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1, in order to get a reading, because that's the only place I have a list that you can get on. If you want to get on my list, you just have to press ! join. These are 100% free readings. I ask for donations if you wish to give to me. I have QR codes in the top that you can send me money if you wish to send me to. You can subscribe to me, like me, or follow me if you wish. But I want you to come here to get the kind of readings you need to get here today, to get the kind of advice you hoped you got somewhere else, to get the kind of motivation to live the best day ever, to live the life you hoped you've always wanted to live. That's what I'm here to do, folks, is to help you get to that point where you light your worlds on fire, where you say, today was the day I found the light inside and I found my best day ever. That's all I've ever tried to help you guys do. So now we are open with readings. The cards are going to be starting to sing as I start to shuffle these bad boys up for the day here. We cast our eternal light and the purple light has been lit. Now we light this flame and now we open our gifts. And watch out on night and watch out on day, because the Unknown Prophet has come this day. Welcome on in, guys. I am Joshua. Welcome on in. I hope you are having a fabulous time there out on Twitch. Don't forget to love and like your favorite streamer out there. Follow, like, and subscribe them, guys. Don't forget to support them as much as you can, whether it's in their socials, whether it's in their chats. Don't forget to show your love and affection for the people who come to bring you joy and the escapism that you need in your lives. Remember, I'm doing this to escape my life, not really, because this is not my job. This is my calling. This is my very being. This is not just any old thing that I do here. This is bar none the only thing I should have ever been doing with my life. I don't know if I could have earned a living at this. Give me a second. I gotta turn down the lights. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that you guys understand that it took fucking ass hard. God damn it! Will you turn down to the lowest volume already? There, no. There. That's it, right there. Okay, now it doesn't look like a horrible mess now. I love that sign, but sometimes getting it to the right brightness, and when I go to turn it on and off sometimes, guys, it's like I press just that much of a part of it to get it to change the brightness of it, So when I get it to be that nice little dark light background, and of course it reflects off of the screen here too as well. So it's not like I should have like maybe some kind of a filter here or something like that, so you don't see that glowy shitty there, that you're seeing right there. But then again, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like the ethereal flame. And I pride myself on saying I have been through the shit. I was abused by a babysitter. I was bullied by my teachers, my friends, and I mean bullied. Told constantly I would never achieve nothing, that I was nothing, that I was less than nothing. People want to know where my hate of myself came from? Those bullies didn't help any. I grew up in special educational classes. I have a learning disability. I have an actual mental chemical imbalance that causes my emotional and a physical, logical mind to split into two different, almost separate personas. But the chemical imbalance doesn't imbalance me enough to be so crazy, but it does imbalance me enough to have clinical depression and anxiety. I'm naturally drawn to those kind of predispositions, you know? And then I've overcome fallen in love with girls who just loved me enough to cheat on me. And then I had other girls who just dated me for jokes. And then I've had other people who just used me and abused me for my love, even though that I know I was being told, don't do this for me. They could have said, no, I'm not going to let you do this for me anymore. I'll call my boyfriend if I need this shit. You know, not your best friend. Shouldn't have never been abused like that. Kind of slightly abused by someone I really was in real, genuine love with that I thought. Obsessive love. Not good love. It wasn't the kind of love you want to have in life. And we turned out to be different people in the end. And I bless her with all of my heart. She has it, at least, that little part of me. And, but I don't give her my life. I don't give her the soulmate that I have attained or any of that shit. I met the soulmate of my life. I finally found the woman that was in my dreams, that guided me to becoming the kind of person who believed in himself, who gave himself that kind of power, that kind of strength to grow, to learn from his mistakes, to fail constantly and grow from the mistakes, to get close to the edge of giving up and then overcoming that and building yourself back up. You know what that does to you? That builds you up to be one of the strongest, most resilient, most motherfucking survivalist people you have ever been. And you do it in a more compassionate way to yourself and others. And you know what? That's what it's all about. Okay, come on. We're going to get this. And that one was called One With Myself. It's a continuation of Me and I So With We, One With Myself is this. The full song is called Me and I So With We, but that was supposed to be the second part of the song that wasn't supposed to be included in the playlist. Anyway, if you guys are interested in hearing the Suno playlist, it will pop up every once in a while, and you can go ahead and click that and stuff like that if you are interested in that. But honestly, I've overcome 7 suicidal attempts. Honestly, I have scars to prove 2 of those almost were fatal. Okay, I have the ability to know that I have been through massive intensive therapy to make sure that I'm not crazy, because I do hear voices in the head or see or hear things in my head that aren't always my own thoughts. So I went and got the therapy and went and saw psychologist, therapist after therapist, trying to prove to myself I was nuts. No one could prove that I was nuts. No one said that I was nuts. I used to scare my therapist about how much I knew about their lives without ever knowing anything about it. I scared therapists and I said, you should not know this about my life. How did you do that? And I said, I don't know. I'm just listening to the voices that are telling me what to tell you. And I would freak them out, and they would have to stop seeing me because they thought I had been stalking them or something like that. When or something that it would get close to you're just too close to the truth here, kid. I just don't know if I can deal with this myself. You're a little scary for me. Was kind of the reaction I got from most people, okay? But most of them though were kind, compassionate people who just said asking me what they were asking me to do, these voices. And I said, oh, they want me to help people, and they want me to help people be better people. And it goes, that's it? That's all they want you to do? I said, yeah. No killing, no trying to hurt people? No, I don't want to kill people. That's stupid. Why would I ever want to do a thing like that? They all looked me dead and they go, you're fine, kid, go ahead. Listen to the voices. You know what I'm saying? And then I learned how to listen to the psychic in me. And that took a while to understand how to trust myself enough and to love myself enough to listen to the words that were unspoken within me. My own deepest knowledge that I had gained over the experience of a lifetime of trying to overcome obstacles after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. I've written and created a lot of beautiful things in this world, but the thing that I am so more proud of than anything is that I overcame the obstacles that were in my way that said no, I could not do that. And now I'm getting to that age where now I don't really need all of that anymore. I want to maybe do one more thing, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I hope I can make it happen, but right now I'm just not in the mode for it. But I know I can put it on that shelf, and when I'm ready to put that mode on, I will go full kitty on the bastard. It'll be done and ready, and I'll be sitting here going, "What are you guys waiting for? Give me the money." You know what I'm saying? And it might become a pay stream for a bit, until we get enough money for the deck. But I don't want to lose viewers doing that either, because I really like to have that authentic self of not asking for money, because you know what? That gives me the freedom to tell you whatever I feel you need to hear. I don't have any obligation to tell you some blah 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 fluffy bunny. Here's going to be the beautiful side of the world here. I'm going to tell you if I feel like this guy doesn't really belong in your life, or this girl really doesn't belong in your life. I'm going to tell you if I don't think that you have enough motivation to reach your goals and dreams. I'm going to tell you if you need to step it up a little bit and think about what you actually want for a change, and stop asking everybody else what you want, and maybe step up and say, maybe I need to understand what happy means to me. I'm going to ask you to try to fill that gap that you say is missing. And that's the only thing that we can do as people and partners in this. You know. I gotta turn off I have a little fan now that keeps me cooler in here, so it's a lot easier to do readings because that keeps me cool, just cool enough. But I can't always light my little pipe doing it. I really don't want to have to pull out the big gun if I don't have to, but if I have to pull out the big gun, I will. Okay? But we don't pull out the big gun for anything, man. I'm a Blazer, cannon here by MJ Arsenal, who I love and would love to be a sponsor of anytime they would want. I use your constantly stuff. I use your blue chillum from your collection. I got a chillum over here somewhere that I've got somewhere. I've got other pieces. I've got MJ Arsenal spin caps, and I've got MJ Arsenal little tubes from the MJ Arsenal app there. And I've got, now my shit isn't clean, so I'm sorry about that. But I've got dab rigs over here, and everything I own is from an MJ Arsenal thing. So I really, really want to say thank you even if you never sponsor me, thank you for being out there, because I really enjoy your product as a consumer. I really do. Whether I say you want me to be a partner or not, whatever. That was kind of a tee-hee, I'm joking kind of thing. Don't really expect them to call me anytime soon. I'm just some crazy tarot reader who does a 420 stream maybe once a month, and I haven't done one for a while. And there's been some personal growth on my part, and personal growth means, hey, you change, you grow, you become something better. I challenge myself to say, I'm not the shit. I have shit to learn. Oh, wait, humble myself just a bit. No, I didn't shave my head and hair this time. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I only do that humble for very specific kinds of reasons. Very specific transformational reasons. I don't do that on purpose. I like the fuzzy look now. It kind of reminds me of the guy I saw in that dream, the person I would become, the old man who walks telling people their fortunes and futures, who would give them the hope and reasons to believe in all of that which is true. And I can help create those destiny lines for you and show you where your path is going at this point. My cards are called the 5 paths for a reason. And I'm a palm reader, and I like lines. So, you know what? The reason I can read palms very well, But I can't do that on stream. I have to hold someone's hand to read a palm. It's just part of who I am. That tactile touch with a hand and feeling the bumps and everything. There's nothing like that. You can't do that on a screen. Until they have the technology where I can feel a hand, see a hand like I'm holding it, then we'll talk, okay? But until I can see that technology, that's going to win when the palm readings will come back in, okay? But that's going to be some VR in our shit. You know what I'm saying? I love to have the technology to let someone see what's going on up in here sometimes, so they can all go, fuck, you see that all day long? You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea how crazy this universe really is. And you will make half of the shit happen. So if you're out there and you want a reading from me, don't be afraid to come on in and get one from me. Press exclamation point join. Otherwise, I just try to tell you a little bit about my life and my journey and what I've been through and been on, and try to show you I'm as human as anybody else out there on Twitch or anywhere else. We all have our set of issues, problems, and or worries or anxieties or fears or self doubts or safe or unsafe places to be, or unsafe relationships to be in, or toxic relationships and relationships that feel like they're the only thing we'll ever get and deserve. And there are beautiful people out there who are just waiting for you to want them. And we have to get past our preconceived notions of what beautiful actually means. And we look at somebody and see the real them, the real ugly, beautiful them, the beautiful, wonderful them, and that's what I'm here to help you all find, is that path and journey. When I say that I put the future in your own hands, I mean it, because your hands are the most important part of your own future, that your destiny is only written in stone as long as you believe in that destiny, that fate, that you were meant to live this life. I was meant to be Joshua Adam Bleasy. I was meant to be this palm reading unknown prophet. I was meant to be the man who married the woman of his dreams. I was meant that. That was my fate. Okay? But that destiny, I had to believe in that fate. And then that fate, and then that purpose came along with that fate. That hole that I have been waiting to fill my whole life has finally been filled. And now that I have that hole filled, and I no longer have to stretch all of this other baggage that I used to carry along with me all of my life. I didn't need it in my life any longer. And became unknown for a reason. Hello, Burrito. Nice to see you. We're just having a gab for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm kind of sharing a little bit more about me so you can learn me. I'm awesome, honestly. I'm having the best day ever today. We are having a 420 day, so readings are going to be even more intense today. I'm ready for you, Burrito. I'm ready for you. That's how much I got to say. They're pre-shuffled if you want them to go right from here. Otherwise, I will do a cleansing shuffle in front of you. Your choice there. Numbers, questions, normal stuff. But I'm full tilt kitty, buddy. Okay, full tilt. Okay, cleansing shuffle. Cleansing shuffle for a burrito. And I'll re-cleanse them so I know that they're right for you. Got the cards ready here. Ooh, almost there. Oh, okay. Again, give me the spot. Okay, there. Yeah, okay, this next one. Okay, here we are. Here's the right spot for your shuffle. Okay, cleansing shuffle done. Numbers, questions. You know how it works here, don't you know that it's the city person that I'm going to be the pleading. Tell me if this sounds like Carmen. It's still 5 and 5. You got it, Betty. And do you have a question you wish me to ask, or generally speaking, what is your pleasure, sir? Ma'am, right, sir. I'm a little high, so please forgive. Yeah, go ahead, DM me your question. Give me a second to look at that real quick. So go ahead and DM me. I'm looking at my whispers right now. Go ahead. I'm waiting for the whisper to pop up. So go ahead and write me your question, DM me, and all of that stuff. Okay, I got that now. Here, give me a second. I won't read it out loud, okay? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, got you. Understand the question. Okay, just going blah, 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 blah was me reading it to myself, okay? All right, understood. Got you. Want to know that. Here we go with that question. Here is the answer to that question. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, got card. And 5. We have a 1 God card answer. We also have the 5th card in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, here we go with your answer for today for the question you asked me. So, I'll try to keep it as not I'll try to keep it as general as possible so we don't let people know what we're talking about here. So you'll have to understand that that's what I'm talking about, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Just so I understand you understand that. I'm trying to keep it general for a reason, okay? All right. So, with what we were talking about, okay, and what your question was, so that change that you want to happen, right? You have to understand that you have gone through this cycle before with this person. That the only reason that you are back in this cycle again is to understand that cycle, to understand why that cycle is important to you, and whether you can break free from the old pattern so that you don't repeat the mistakes of the past. We have to break free from the cycles of life. Life had to happen. Death now has occurred. Now we are wondering about the rebirthing part. And the rebirthing part can happen, yes, but it's a question of can we rebirth it in a new, different way? Breaking free from the patterns of the past. Can we break free from that baggage and really do a start over? Are we ready to receive each other's new gifts? I've become a new person, and all those around me have become new people. And those gifts that they are giving us back and forth to one another, we say, I'm ready to see what's opening up that gift. So you're asking her to open her gift again. The new, real you. Sorry. With that said, I'm not saying who that is, but we understand that those gifts are coming. What do we have to let go of, though, right? And it's that anger attached to those old, baggagey, crappy feelings we used to have. The ones that we are within ourselves. Angry at ourselves more than anything. Because it's who we're mad at the most. We don't blame the question. We know that part of this is our responsibility to take ownership of it. To smash that angry at myself. The reason I made this plate in the first place was because I was angry at myself for all the things I never did before I realized I had a choice. And I wrote anger on it because that's what I was angry at. I was angry at being angry at myself for the disappointment, for the not being good enough, for not doing what everybody expected me to be. Blah 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 blah. Right? The only thing we have to do now is learn from the gravity of the situation. We have grown and to become new people. X, Y, Z, whoever this is, people. In general speaking, just in generally speaking, we are all our past. Yes, those roots run deep. We have grown into that strong tree that stood the test of time. We know we have to lose our leaves every year and still grow within that new change every year, but it's how we have gained the knowledge we are searching for. So when you ask me that question, I say there's possibility here, but there has to be growth beyond what we have. We have to have learned from our mistakes first. Otherwise, you're going to grow right back into the same pattern. The same exact thing's going to happen. And now, this time, it's going to hurt way more. Because now, it will be definitively over and done. No, right. But you have to ask, has the thing that we are talking about in question done the same? That's the question. Have they done the same, and are they ready to receive that from you? By have they done that work in that general sense? Okay, that might be the gift they have left to give you, is to let it out what they really XYZ, right? You understand that. You know that's got to happen first. And then we got to go, can we XYZ? But it's got to be a team thingy this time. You know? It can't be it's got to be like me and my wife say, the magical freedom, the more powerful force than both of us. It is our absolute love for one another, the ability to love one another no matter what happens. We will always have that soul tied to one another. There is nothing more powerful than tying your soul together to the one you are meant to love, your one true love, your soulmate. And when you go from this world and any world, you go together. That's how powerful magical freedom is. Okay? But you get what you've learned. And I'm not going to go any further because I think it would reveal a little too much there, so I'm going to stop there. Your God card, however, let's see what the advice is here. Because I think it is right. Maybe we need to take a little bit more consideration of what our decisions are right now. Why the motivation to do this? What is driving me? Is this something that I feel like I have to overcome to feel like I've gotten somewhere in life? Is this something that I just want to see one day at a time what happens after one day? Is this something that we gotta go and deal with the past first and then we can move forward? Or is this the thing that we have to find a new different path but cut through the bullshit of both of the whatever's going on there? I think that if when you definitive, I'm gonna give you an answer here. Just give me a second. I'm just rereading something here. Yes, but I don't know how that coming together will be. I think yes, you will. However, I don't know what that will turn into or evolve into, because you are still deciding that, and that has to be a together thing. So until you've asked the question, can we make this XYZ? That's when that becomes it becomes your choice. You got it? But the answer is yeah. It's just take the time to make sure that when you do, if it is the right thing, you both make that choice together. You both decide which path to go down first. You're going to go down all of the paths, you know. And honestly, Burrito, I think that secretly she wants to at least resolve things. You know? The person in question wants to resolve things and close things up, at least to have some sense of a peace. And hey, if you end up with a best friend for the rest of your life, a love of your life who used to be there but will call you on your bullshit and still be there in a part of your life, isn't that still with you? Just kind of putting that out there. But I do believe there is a possibility for a reconnect here, okay? It's all in how you open up and take ownership of what your part of it was. Then they'll do the same, you know? And that big C word we like to talk about here was one of the most major issues there. The big C word. Communication commitment. reason it, you know, dwindled is because there was no more sense of share any longer. I'm doing me, you're doing you. Why are we still together? I'm doing my own thing all of the time anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Where is the real? You know, me and my wife, we had. Okay, let me give you my example, okay? Whether it applies to anybody's example, okay? About 7 years ago, we had a time where we were in Florida. Okay, we moved down to Florida because our bones and things with you thought would be acting up, right? We thought moving down to a warmer climate would help. We were also in a situation where we were losing our current living situation. My mom gave us a spot to go be safe. We went down there to be safe and try to see if we could live a nice retired life. You think you've lived in Minnesota where it's cold all the time. You move to a place where it's warm. You think it's going to be heaven. You know what I'm saying? You never have to worry about snow again. It sounds great, right? But that's why a lot of snowbirds. I understand the reason they come back every year. But in that moment when I was the most depressed was because I was overworking myself. Me and my wife, we weren't communicating. We weren't even listening to one another. She was trying to tell me to stop and slow down. She was trying to tell me to stop and be a little bit more mindful. She was trying to be present and be there. And we weren't talking about what the real issues were. And it wasn't about us issues. It was about what issues we weren't dealing within ourselves and sharing what the fuck was going on in the goddamn first place. And then she said, and I said some pretty harshful words, and she said, fuck this, I'm out of here. She went out for a walk, and she went to the ocean to go have a good, awesome thing. I thought that was the end of our marriage, okay? I thought it was the end of us. I thought she was never going to come back. I didn't know she was ever coming back. She left so mad and angry at me. I thought it would never, ever be something we could ever come back together from. Now, X amount of hours later, she does come back eventually. Now, I'm pretty much a worrywart, completely ADHD, chronic, complete worrier with no medication. So I basically give in to my worries and my fears and my anxieties, and they roll over in my head over and over and over again. Basically, expecting the worst to be happening, expecting her to walk into the ocean and never come back, kind of a deal, and trying to fight myself to go out of the door because if she comes back, I won't be there, kind of a deal, So that kind of stuff, and then. She came back and we said to each other, we've got to start to have some tools here. So we started to develop our own little made up rules. Big ears to listen, big mouth to be able to talk and say what's on our mind without repercussion of what we say. But we have to be able to hear and listen what they're saying to us. And we have to say, what is the reasonable thought? If I was going through this situation, how would I be reacting to? And then we had to learn how to communicate in that way in a new, different way. And after that, we did that every single day for years and years and years until we learned how to really talk to one another. And then we no longer had to use the rules anymore because we just started doing it in a very natural way. We started communicating our worst fears, worries, and issues and problems and stuff like that. We started to understand what the other was going through, how we could not help and how we should not help at all. And part of that problem in that communication that we weren't doing right, but we took the time to analyzing what was the root problem of both of those issues, what was the root problem as a couple, and separately as people too. So we took ownership of our own shit, but what we were bringing into the mix of being a couple. Thankfully, those issues resolved pretty quickly, and we started to resume back into that point where we believed in that love again. We didn't have a name for it back then, but it was always there. And that was the thing that drew us forward, was that belief that no matter what, we could overcome this, that we could at the end of the day tell each other how much we loved each other, despite the icky bad shit that was being shared. That's why we loved them. They were that able to do that for us. And then we tied our souls together, which is another thing I won't talk about quite on stream yet, because that's a very intimate thing you do with a person, you know what I'm saying? When you tie your soul to another person's soul, talk about getting to know somebody. You don't think you know someone until you've done it. And once you've done it, you're linked forever. But you can separate them and can unlink them. You kind of do it when you marry each other. You kind of share a little bit of each other's soul. You give a tiny bit of that ring and love to that person. Boom, they feel that yum. You know what I'm saying? So remember that, burrito, when you're going into this new situation, that you have to admit that there have to be some rules and boundaries to begin, and that it's not going to be the same, and all of that stuff that we've talked about that would apply to your life, apply it. You know? I'm not saying me and my wife are done. We just got done having we've had 6 major fights in the last 18 years. We just got done having it maybe less than a couple days ago, and me and my wife were arguing about the stupidest, dumbest thing. My 50th birthday. And I wasn't feeling confident enough in her ability to pull off a party for me, because in the past she has procrastinated and waited forever and not thought about it, not thought about what she might need as far as money goes. And I'm the guy who kind of does the money thing because she doesn't want to do it, you know? So I have to budget everything, and if I don't know there's something that has to come out of the budget, well, I spend it on other things we may need to catch up on in the crap. You know how I'm not trying to be the control freak of the finances here. That she just does nothing to do with it, so she lets me do that. You know what I'm saying? So, when I do the finances and all the other stuff too, and I get burned out too just as much as she does. That's why sometimes I come here and go, okay, it came an hour late yesterday. Well, I wasn't feeling it at first, you know. Now I've got enough green to last me a while. I don't think I'm going to have much to worry about, right now. The fire pit is rocking and rolling. We got the Trailblazer, and we got to go like this, and I can get myself a nice little hit, And the pain will go away. And that's part of the reason, too, is we both have been in extreme amounts of pain recently. And when our pains are high, so all of our baggage and crap comes out. The stuff we had thought we dealt with for a long time, but really we have that tiny bit of little shit we still have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I love my wife's stubbornness. I love my wife's ability to relax and to just stay in bed with me and watch a silly shit thingy on TV, blah blah blah. Let's watch some stupid thing. Okay, I'll watch your stupid thing for a while if you can turn it off at a certain time so I can play my game, blah 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 blah. Whatever, But we don't get it right all the time either. But we always sit down and we have that hard conversation of what we are feeling with one another. And I truly believe this for any couple out there. If you don't communicate, you are an idiot. If you don't have your own thing to do once in a while, you will drive yourself crazy in any relationship. You'll feel trapped. If you don't believe in that love unconditionally, without any condition, without preconceived notion of that love in return, they share your journey. Share. And last but not least, you have to, above all things, love each other so hard that it is nothing else in this world that can ever break that love. That's how me and my wife have done it for 18 years. It's been working for us. I don't know if it will work for any of you, but that's what's been working for us. And we are still trying to fix it and work on things, right? Even now we are. I don't feel as bad as my wife feels about the birthday thing, We both feel it differently in different ways, I didn't trust her enough to let her have that. I didn't trust that, and that was a bad hubby move on my part. But on her part, she didn't open up to me enough to let me be included enough to feel like there was something going on for me either. So we both had to admit those problems and issues And then we had to get to the root of what it was really going on here, which is I'm still wanting to feel like that accepted little boy who was told he was special. I want to prove everybody wrong. I want to have my day in the sun, blah, blah, blah. I'm turning 50 only once, please. For once, can someone do something spectacularly special for me? Because I've done a lot of spectacularly special things for others in this world. So if there was ever a time where people were to come together to celebrate me, it would be this birthday. And it's coming up in September, guys. You know? And I feel bad for it, but for a moment I didn't believe that my wife had anything planned other than maybe a let's go out to eat and dinner and a movie kind of a deal, you know? Bad hubby move on my part, I admit, but you know, I'm a human being who has needs and wants too. You know, I want my I feel better moment, you know, just like anybody else out there wants their, you know, something. I don't know if that's something else other people feel, but you know, I think that there are people who might feel the same way, you know? And you you understand that even then we said, okay, we acknowledge what happened here. We moved forward from here. Here's how we fix it together. Here's what we have to fix within ourselves, yada yada. Now let's come back together and be the same bullshit beautiful team we've always been. The crazy thing that shouldn't make sense, but does. If we believe in the thing that I tell you guys on, the destiny and the dream and all of that stuff. We believe in that shit because we've just been proven too many times that it's true. There are too many things that you cannot tell me that you get 90% accuracy on something that's like hitting the fucking goddamn lottery. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. I think that whole thing was meant for you, Burrito, that you really need to hear all of that, you know? So when you say thank you for the reading, bless you. I hope that helps you. And like I know I've just been babbling at you for a bit, but I hope I didn't give away too much there, but I think I was vague enough for you. Hopefully, thumbs up or thumbs down on that. You need me to delete the VOD on this one? I can do that for you. Okay, just let me know. All right, try to at least. But let me know. I think I'm cool, but just checking in. And I'm about to have myself a really nice 420 hit right now. Oh, I'll tell you, the hardest lesson I ever had to learn was that one in relationships. Because I didn't understand how to do it with me either. That physical, mental, and spiritual part of me didn't know how to communicate. That mental part of me didn't know. I physically communicated fine. We were spiritually connected, yeah, but that mental part really was lacking there for that first year of getting to know each other and first year of marriage, you know. My happiest moment was probably my darkest moment at the same time, you know. I did try to commit suicide almost immediately a year after we had been married together because of the pressure I'd put on myself was so vast that I was putting all this expectation on me to be this perfect thing to prove everybody else wrong. I was trying to be what everyone said I couldn't be, and I was trying to prove them all damn wrong in one felt swoop, and I gobbled a little bit more of the gumball than I should have. That's all I want to say on that, you know? And it's not pride or privilege just for me to say that. I know the destiny I chose. I know I wrote this into the sands of time. I know I made this shit happen. You know? So when I can control fates and all that stuff, at least that my crazy brain might think, okay? Maybe I'm insane and you all are like, oh, this guy's crazy and insane out there. Well, cheers to you too as well. You know what, guys? I'm feeling a need for some breakfast. So I'm gonna go make a couple of breakfast sandwiches, which should hopefully only take about 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most. I will be right back. I'm gonna grab some yummy and be right back. I have blood sugar issues kind of running through me right now.
Myself, feel the truth rise, hold the moment, see the sunrise, one with myself, never broken, chase the purpose, words unspoken. Now I know what makes me whole, pieces mended in my soul, true to me, it's all I need. Full in heart, I feel the peace.
Soft drains on the channel set the stage. A heartbeat rhythm, slow and sage. The night whispers, the mood is set. A melody of love in a soft duet. From the bottom of my heart I call out to you. In the stillness of the night, so deep and true. With every breath and every view I feel the love that's just for you. Ooh. And with
Good morning and welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry about that. I had to take a personal. I have to get something to eat break, so I brought my breakfast with me. So I'm gonna be munching a little bit on stream because I got that munches. I've been waiting for this bad boy. I cooled down just a tiny bit. I love this song. I love the song that I wrote. This song. I love the way it did it, though. The way it did it, though, was awesome. You know, I wrote the words, but the way it emoted it. Jerking up my pants.
Magic weaves through the tapestry of life, a world of riches where love is rife. In this realm of wonder where the elements meet, witches and pagans in harmony complete, the magic weaves through the tapestry of life, a world of riches where love is rife.
Another new scene.
slow cook. Right, the toaster with the blower. I get the toasted flavor. Perfect. Now, the last and final thing. Well, take all the rest of the salt out. And now we got you want to see a half and pound.
Like clawing at the freaking cage and stuff. Love to do that.
We're gonna see a half and half haircut. You know that, right?
Passport's expired. I have to fix that first. Yo! Classic banter. Harambe forever. Thank you, dude. Thanks for the sub gift. Harambe, you are forever in our
Hey, Swifty, how's it going, buddy? How are you doing today?
provinces, we're gonna see half.
I'm just vibing with my music. I don't know, just kind of vibing for a while. Hanging out, eating some food. You know?
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Gotta turn this shit down here real quick. There we go. Top of the morning to you, my friend. Happy Canada Day if you were a Canadian and celebrating Canada Day there. And if you're an American, happy 4th of July in a couple of days here. And if you don't celebrate either of those, woohoo, good for you. So, I'm getting excited about celebrating the 4th myself. Not really going to do any special stream for it, guys. Just going to be here like normal. So, with those of us who don't go out and do all the barbecuing stuff and have to be at home by, because let's face it, some of us just have too many pains to go out and barbecue with things. Plus, I haven't been invited to a barbecue yet, so I can't exactly go to one I haven't been invited to. We have other things to worry about, like our kitty cat and other things we have to pay attention to right now. Just needs a normal checkup, you know, stuff like that, but nothing, he's not in danger of anything. He's just, you know, just needs a checkup. So we gotta go get him in there. And for those of you who knew that we lost our little Chloe earlier this year around the first of the year, and she was a beautiful little Maine Coon kitten that I had gotten from a friend of mine when I was on a ghost hunt. She just wasn't meant to be, I guess, guys, because she liked to crawl in the smallest, dumbest places. I was lifting up the bed. She climbed up in between the bed frame and the dumb, you know, squishy thing, and I didn't realize she was there when I dropped the stupid bed down. Instant squish kitty, you know. I felt horrible about it forever. Still kind of do a little. Kind of feel like I deserve that pain now that there's one friend out there who won't even talk to me because of it, the way I treated them. And I'm an idiot because I'm a dumbass. Don't know how to stop sometimes. So, I have my moments. You know, but that's part of being human, right, guys? I mean, we're all gonna make mistakes. Do stuff we wish we hadn't. Hoping we don't make it again. I gotta toast these more. It's too good of a flavor. Be right back. I'm toasting nuts. Oh wait, did I say that? That should give it a nice little more toasty flavor there. Nothing like a warm, toasty nut, you know. Oh, wait, did I say that? Don't clip that! Word. Go ahead, clip that. That was funny. My friend Cam would be so proud of me right now. Be like, unknown prophet, you are the man. I hope he's having a fly day. I'm waiting for him to raise his marble price up a little bit. Alright. I'm going to let you vibe to some music for a while, guy. While we wait for people to come on in. So this is the Suno music list that will pop up here in about like 45 minutes. You'll get to see where the list is. If you ever want to hear the entire playlist, you go there. Tell you what I'll do, guys. I'll get the players and I'll put it out the list for you. I know what I'm gonna do. I might have to remember that that was good. Alright, I'm done eating for a while now, guys. Thank you.
where secrets are kept. The witches commune where the greenwood has slept. They speak to the trees, to the sky and the earth.
Oh, you're playing Deal or No Deal today. Ooh. I can't wait to play Deal or No Deal later.
Beneath the moon's glow, where the nightingales sing. The witches' enchantments in the air do they fling. With the caress of the breeze and the kiss of the flame.
Broncos, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Bills, but never took a snap in a playoff game. Rally the troopers! If you guys want to get those marbles on, all you do is exclamation point play. That is it. What marbles we get?
Shadows where my secrets lie. I've forsaken my immortal soul under the crimson sky. The secrets I've kept in the valley so deep, with the reaper as my guide. It's my soul he reap. My grave is deep, where the fires dwell. I've seen the bowels of hell, a living shell. Violent thoughts, my mind's twisted maze. Destinies unclean in this fiery blaze. Walking fire with all my desire. At the gates I stand through the flame I'm inspired. Now you will know my every desire. As I take my rightful throne in the lake of fire. Small on my body, a testament to my fight. A cross I bear through the darkest night. The voices of authority echo my name. On the path of fire I claim my fame. Thorns and daggers through my heart they pour. Gentle breeze in this fire reborn. Counsels of gods, their lies undefined. In molten grass, a life untried. Fire with all my desire. I've dared the gates, my spirit never tires. Through the flame, I claim my domain. Now you will know my ever pain. Oh, walking fire is taking all I can give. Ears dance in flames, I no longer live. My body is faded, my soul drifts away. In the fire I walk until the end of day. Symbols of the past, my memories ignite. Until it blows around in the essence of the light. The fire within, a beacon of my curse. In the shadows I dwell, my universe in reverse. Walking fire with all my desire. At the gates I stand through the flame I'm inspired. Now you will know my every desire. As I take my rightful throne in the lake of fire. The echoes of my screams in the halls of despair. A symphony of agony, a chorus of disrepair. Reaper's hand, comforting my plight. In the valley of death I find my light. Walking fire with all my desire.
I'm wondering if anybody else out there needs my help today. I'm going to offer one last chance to anybody out there who would like a reading from the Unknown Prophet today. I understand today is a green day, so maybe today's a little slow with the 4th of July out there and the celebrations that everyone's going on right there. It was just Canada Day for some people there. And I feel like maybe I'm going to go visit guidance
A moment in space, the path I walk through fire and storm. In the crucible of flames,
everybody, he's ending the stream.
Crescendo of chaos as the heavens roar. In the tempest of fire, my soul's gone. The lies of the gods I cast aside. In the moans and fury, my truth I confide. Walking fire with all my desire. I stand at the gates, my spirit never tires.
Just doing this today, guys. Wish I was, but I'm not. I'm going to let you guys rock out to the last of this song, but I'm going to get out of here for today. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that. Thanks, Swifty. I just don't know if it's worth being on anymore because I don't see a lot of people wanting to be on. Let me turn the volume on and the down. I'm turning it down. Okay. How about that for volume there, Swift? Is that bad? Is that better as far as volume goes, though? Is that a better volume level for us here? You know, kind of want to find that happy medium where you can hear the music but hear me more. So if you want to help me out with that for a bit, I'm willing to geek out with you. Otherwise, I'm going to get the heck out of here and go spread my love to Geek Goddess here. Because I'm just not, like I said, today's just not the day to read. Guidance already got out of here. She seems like she's getting a lot of people in her stream. I kind of want to go see what I can do for myself today, maybe. So I'm going to get going. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you tomorrow.